bouquet and feel honored to be of service to this great community and surrounding areas.
We want to wish everyone and their families a truly hope-filled new year.
Call any member of our team at 628-1BUY and ask how we can assist you this new year.
That's 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
If you haven't noticed, US Cellular has been working hard to keep you connected in Pella. By installing multiple new small cell towers in Pella, we've increased our capacity and are able to provide those 5G data speeds that we all deserve. Right now, you can get unlimited home internet service from US Cellular for only $30 a month. That's high-speed, unlimited internet for your home or business for only $30 a month. Stop by Strawberry Cellular for details.
At Marion County Bank, we are excited to begin a new year.
Wait, you aren't going to tell me to work out or eat healthier, are you?
That's not quite the resolution I had in mind, but you do bring up a good point.
That I need to work out and eat healthier?
No. That the new year is the perfect time to set your financial goals, like starting that new business or buying that dream home, or actually doing that house project you said you were going to do last year.
Now, I was going to.
Dream big and use financial goals and your friends at Marion County Bank to help you get there. Marion County Bank, serving you, building community, member FDIC.
Grow strong with us, Lighten State Bank, Lighten State Bank.
Lighten State Bank has been helping customers grow financially strong since 1911. Our experts in deposit solutions, residential lending, and business banking would love to help you on your next step of your financial journey. Stop into one of our locations or visit us at lightenbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The new year often brings colder temperatures to Iowa, which means snow and ice. Even though we work hard to keep the lights on, sometimes Mother Nature has a different plan in store. If your power goes out, give us a call to let us know, and then hang tight while we fix power lines. If there is a large storm, follow us on Facebook for power restoration updates. And remember to stay away from any downed power lines outside. Assume it's live and not safe. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth to the Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show. At Cabinet Design of Pella, they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blum, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. When as we start with tonight's final stats presented by the draft agency, what are some of the things that jump out to you?
Well, shooting-wise, Pella Christian shot a very respectable 43%. Knoxville's shooting percentage was only 34%. I think that was a big factor in the fact that they just could not knock down any long shots. When they got aggressive in that fourth quarter and drove the basket a little more effectively, they were able to score, but they just couldn't do it from the outside, and Pella Christian gave them too many easy shots there in the fourth quarter to kind of make it a game. But a nice shooting night for Pella Christian. Turnovers, I got them 27 for Knoxville and 26 for Pella Christian. I'm sure Coach Foudy's not happy about 26 turnovers, but that, as bad as that is kind of an improvement over what they've had in the past. So when you win the game, that number doesn't look near as bad. So, but they did a nice job defensively to force Knoxville into making some turnovers as well. Rebounding-wise, Pella Christian really dominated on the boards at 38 for Pella Christian, 31 for Knoxville. I think that showed they probably had a little bit taller team in there than what Knoxville was able to put out there. Limited Knoxville to 12 offensive rebounds, so that wasn't too many opportunities for putbacks. I didn't do the free throw percentage-wise, but Pella Christian did a nice job at the line. I think they only missed 3 free throws all night, so that certainly helped seal the win.
Yeah, looking at our final stats here, Pella Christian, their leading scorer on the night was Faith Kakmarinsky with 15 points, 13 points for Chloe Snyder, 10 for Rachel Kakmarinsky, 9 for Karis Ficker, and 4 apiece from Jessa DeVries and Addie Van Arendonk. For Knoxville, Brittany Bacorn was the game leading scorer, 20 points for the Panthers, 15 for Hannah Duncan, then 4 for Abby Kaichis, 2 for Anna Butel, and 5 for Addie Duncan. And those are tonight's final stats presented by the Draft Agency. And let Chad Lancer and Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Draft Agency providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. Our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game tonight win. Our key player of the night, I know that from the scoring perspective, a lot of people will say Faith because she led with 15 points, but I'm gonna go on a different route because I thought that she played a phenomenal game, and some of her contributions don't necessarily show up all over the stat sheet, but I thought Rachel Kekmarinsky, what she provided on the defensive end, I know she was in some foul trouble, but she forced a lot of turnovers tonight, added 10 points to that. I thought she was phenomenal.
By my stats, both the Kekmarinsky girls had double-doubles, 10 points and 15 points. 10 rebounds and 12 rebounds. So, they both had double-doubles. For me, the player of the game was Chloe Snyder in that first half.
Yep.
Knocked down several shots. She ended up making 3 threes in a row. The last one coming as the clock was running out to end the first half. And I think that just really kept the momentum in Pella Christian's favor. So for me, it was Chloe Snyder.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great options. Can't really go wrong. That's our Hormel Foods Radio key to the game, or key play or player of the game, our key play of the game. With the press for Pella Christian, I thought that was the difference, turning the pressure up on Knoxville, forcing those 16 first half turnovers.
Yeah, and what I think, if I really had to nail down just one play, would be at the end of the game when Knoxville pressed, had got it down to 6, put on the press, could have maybe made it a game yet, and Pella Christian broke that press and got that layup at the end there. That really was the play that sealed it for Pella Christian.
Yeah, that's our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game. Looking for a key to your new career, visit HormelJobsKnoxville.com. What's coming up? Wired by Centerpoint Electric for the Pella Christian girls basketball team. Again, we're waiting to know officially when the makeup date is with Indianola. Those games were scheduled for tomorrow night. They have been postponed. The next time that the girls are technically on the schedule is Thursday, January 18th, 6:15 p.m. against Dallas Center Grimes. Andrew Schneider will have that contest for you guys on 92.1 KRLS. Pregame at 6 o'clock for that one. That's what's coming up, wired by Centerpoint Electric. If you have an electrical project that's coming up, trust the experts at Centerpoint Electric and Pella, wired for excellence. In closing, presented by Lighton State Bank. Again, the Pella Christian girls basketball team victors over Knoxville 55-46. Back after this, you've been listening to the Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show at Cabinet Design of Pella. They expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Baum, the cabinet guy, at Cabinet Design of Pella. We take a break. When we come back, we'll switch to the boys contest here on 92.1 KRLS between Pella Christian and Knoxville.
Hey there, travelers. Looking for a comfortable and welcoming place to stay in Oskaloosa, Iowa? Look no further than the Fairfield Inn & Suites. At Fairfield Inn & Suites, we make sure your mornings start off right with a delicious breakfast spread to satisfy all your cravings. Sip on freshly brewed coffee, indulge on mouth-watering waffles, and grab a hearty breakfast sandwich on your way out. Fairfield Inn & Suites in Oskaloosa, Iowa, where your comfort and breakfast are always on us. Book your stay today at Fairfield Inn & Suites and enjoy a breakfast like no other.
Does your child struggle with focusing, outbursts, or making friends? What about anxiety, trying new foods, or delayed coordination and motor skills? At Kinetic Edge, we know your child can be successful in all these areas. We offer pediatric, occupational therapy, and physical therapy, and we work one-on-one to help build those skills. Contact us today at kineticedgept.com or at 621-0230, and let's make this school year a success for you and your child.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee Fuel Saver is now Hy-Vee Perks. Get the same great benefits like Hy-Vee Fuel Savings, plus save even more on hundreds of products store-wide with Hy-Vee Perks prices like Hy-Vee Fresh Ground Beef. Hy-Vee Perks price, $2.99 a pound in a 3-pound roll. Hy-Vee Shredded Cheese, Hy-Vee Perks price, $1.99. And Hy-Vee Chicken Noodle or Tomato Soup, Hy-Vee Perks price, just 59 cents. Make the switch or sign up and start saving today. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Hey, this is Barry from Anytime Fitness in Pella, and it's that time of year again where a lot of people will be looking to get healthy and improve their fitness in the new year. So, if you're looking for a gym to call home, look no further than the gym voted best place to work out in Marion County 6 times. We provide the convenience of around-the-clock fitness. Plus, in January, you can join for just a $1 activation fee. Check us out online at AnytimeFitness.com. Who's always open? Anytime Fitness.
Thinking about a job at Vermeer? Our training team wants to set you up for success. Titus trains our new machining team members.
There are so many opportunities at Vermeer, and machining is only one of them. But from the machining aspect, even in the machine shop alone, there are so many opportunities, and even if you have no machining background, there's lots of opportunities to come in and be successful at Vermeer.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting VermeerJobs.com.
Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry is just as attentive and imaginative as you are when it comes to your remodel. Just ask Justin Plate of Pella.
I've known Mike for a lot of years, and he's just known for high quality and attention to detail, and I'm kind of a perfectionist type person. I really like things done the right way. I've known him to be very high attention to detail and have been really impressed through that whole project.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth of the Scooters Coffee Radio pregame show. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Here is Scooters Coffee in Pella, and we get ready for the boys contest tonight between Pella Christian and Knoxville, and win should be a fun one tonight between two teams that want to play fast.
Yeah, both teams like to get up and down the floor. Knoxville's got some very quick players. They like to shoot the ball from the outside as well. So, much improved over what they've had the last few years. And they're on the upswing. I heard the JV game earlier was very tight. They had a couple really good players there in that freshman JV area. So look for good things out of Knoxville in this game and in the future. So I think Pella Christian's length is going to be difficult for them, but it could be a competitive game.
Yeah, and Pella Christian, if you remember, they haven't gotten in a game this week, and so their last contest was against a Pella squad, a very good Pella squad that they knocked off by 5 points last Friday night, and we already have learned that they will not get to play tomorrow night. So a lot of pent up energy for this Eagles team.
The difference
ready
is
to go.
I think they've got one scheduled for Monday, so that's
they do have that, which we will talk about that one coming up here in a little bit. And I know that there's one added little element to tonight's game that'll be fun. We got the Whites back in the house. We got Trey and Colton back in here. Mom Tammy was the volleyball coach here for a couple of seasons, and I know they're going to want to come in and knock off their buddies over here on Eagle Lane, and Pella Christian not wanting that to be the case, and should be a fun one. Our Hormel Foods radio keys to the game win for this one for Pella Christian. I would say that the big thing for them is just going to be the communication side of things, sharing the basketball, talking to Coach Bohr, talking to Tyson, who did his win run with us. The thing that I think makes this team really good when they're playing at their best is when they are sharing the basketball and making the extra passes, the smart extra passes, but the extra passes and not always looking to be the main guy on the night.
Well, they've just done a great job of gradually gaining some confidence in the fact that Coach Bohr wants to play fast. They want to play fast, but they were out of control a lot early in the season. I thought, again, watching the Pella game on the YouTube, that they did a much better job of playing fast and staying under control. And so if you can do that, it makes it very difficult to play defense against them. They've got length, they've got depth. They can go 11, 12 deep pretty easy, and that it gets real difficult for anybody to match up against.
Yeah, that it is, and that's our Hormel Foods radio keys to the game. Looking for a key to your new career, visit HormelJobsKnoxville.com. Our game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. And got to pull that back out here real quick. And we'll get that for you here. Looks like we maybe had a misspoken deal earlier. We said it was 11 degrees outside earlier. I think it was 21.
I was going to say it can't be that cold. I was going to say 24 or 5. But
yeah, it's 21 now. Regardless, though, we have got a 21-degree game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. Well, it's nice and comfortable inside the Pella Christian High School gym. If your home isn't staying comfortable during this cold Iowa winter, call in the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone in here. And we are prepared for tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. But first, we are going to get the starting lineups for this boys basketball contest between Knoxville and Pella Christian. We'll start with the visitors from Knoxville. Their starting lineup, it'll be a junior number 3, Landon Norris. It'll be his little brother, freshman number 11, Lincoln Norris, also in the starting lineup. A senior number 2, Carson Udemark, junior number 22, Caden Smith, and junior number 5, Kobe Higginbotham. For Pella Christian, their starting lineup will be a senior number 13, Caleb Van Arendonk. A senior number 4, Isaiah Breams. Senior number 31, Josiah Voss. Senior number 23, Dane Giddings. And you heard from him earlier in the first half of our girls basketball broadcast. A senior number 3, Tyson DeVries. See if we didn't distract Tyson too much tonight by putting him on the air and putting him on the spot. But should be fun here between Knoxville and Pella Christian. Those are tonight's starting lineups here for the Eagles and the Panthers. Win, any final thoughts before we get this contest started and the lights go out? If you're joining us on the Pella Christian YouTube channel right now, and get ready for tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply.
Well, again, it's been a long week since the guys have played basketball, and so they've had one day of school, so that made it a little more like a normal situation for them to get ready for this game. But with the lousy weather and more lousy weather expected, they got to take the opportunities they get to play basketball, have some fun, and I look for both teams to really get after it tonight and have a good game.
Yep, you're listening to Pella Christian and Knoxville basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS, Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, a reason for being. Whatever that is for you, Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. And we're ready for tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. It's going to be Caden Smith. It's going to be Josiah Voss in the center circle. And we're ready for Iowa High School boys basketball. Voss and Smith take their place in the center circle. Eagles and Panthers line up around them. Our official on the far side of the court from us. Close side on the Pella Christian YouTube channel with the basketball. Opening tip is in the air and controlled by Landon Norris for Knoxville. That's tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Lincoln Norris fires on a 3 right off the bat. On the other end, Dane Giddings answers with a 3.
Well, Knoxville took a deep 3, missed it. Dane gets the rebound, and he goes back and takes a deep 3 on his end and makes it.
And Lincoln Norris drives to the basket, or Landon Norris, drives to the basket, lays it up, and rolls out. And now it's Josiah Voss. Voss thought about a deep 3. Now he'll kick. Ball swings to Tyson DeVries in the corner. Back out. Dane Giddings thought about the deep 3. He's going to drive to the basket. Shot no good there. Good defense by Carson Udemark. And Landon Norris loses the basketball over to Kobe Higginbotham. Drives the baseline. Lincoln Norris open look for 3 from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Caleb Van Arendonk. Pella Christian's given up a couple good looks here in the early going, but Knoxville not able to knock it down. And now Pella Christian with the basketball here. Dane Giddings loses the basketball for the moment. Able to get it to Caleb Van Arendonk, 3-pointer from the corner. Off the back iron, rebounded by Caden Smith, and able to get it to Landon Norris. The other way, it's Kobe Higginbotham with it in the corner. He'll kick cross court to Landon Norris. Off the screen from younger brother Lincoln, and Landon will take it to the basket and lay it in for 2. Pella Christian 3, Knoxville 2, 6:25 to go. Up ahead, Tyson DeVries to Dane Giddings. Josiah Voss, 5-footer in and out. And the other way, it's Kobe Higginbotham. Higginbotham drives to the basket, and Josiah Voss will commit the foul. First foul of the contest there going against Pella Christian.
Well, just up and down the floor, just like we thought it would be for both teams. Quick shots on both ends, and I don't know if we need a shot clock in this game.
And Higginbotham banks home the first free throw there. Not something you see every day.
Still counts.
Yeah, just not something you see every day.
That's the way I made them. Hit that square, they'll go in.
And Higginbotham this time knocks it in the traditional way. Knoxville takes a 4-3 lead over Pella Christian with 6:07 to go in the first quarter. Tyson DeVries gets by Higginbotham. Out to Dane Geetings. Geetings drives, dumps it down to Josiah Voss, who lost the basketball. Out to Dane Geetings. Geetings gonna fire a three. Off the mark, rebounded by Landon Norris. Norris will hand off to Higginbotham, defended by Isaiah Breams. Higginbotham, nice spin move to the basket, shot no good. Caden Smith grabs the board, back out to Higginbotham. And now three-pointer from deep for Carson Udemark, and he knocks it down 7-3. Knoxville in the early going against Pella Christian. And Caleb Van Arendonk across the timeline. He'll drive to the basket, and he'll lay it in for two. Nice take to the basket by Van Arendonk. Pulls Pella Christian back within two, 7-5, 5:13 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's against his zone. He really split that.
Landon Norris gets an open look from three, no good. Rebounded by Caleb Van Arendonk. Tyson DeVries ahead, and tough take to the basket. Tyson DeVries, count it, and one. Left side of the basket, drawing the foul on number 11, Lincoln Norris, excuse me, and lays it in with the right hand. And he'll go to the free throw line, tie game 7-7. That's tonight's drive to the basket presented by Gilchrist Jewett Hardware and Design Center. All your hardware, plumbing, and interior design solutions are just a short drive away at Gilchrist Jewett Hardware and Design Center in Pella. DeVries knocks down the free throw. And Pella Christian takes an 8-7 lead now with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Knoxville turnover. Tyson DeVries right down Main Street. He'll lay it in. 5 quick ones for Tyson DeVries on Knoxville's first turnover of the game.
Yeah, they turn it over and nobody hustled back there. They do it again.
Yeah, Lincoln Norris's pass tipped by Caleb Van Arendonk. Tyson DeVries ahead. Dane Geetings lays it in. And a quick Pella Motors timeout by Troy Pearson and the Panthers. As Pella Christian quickly on a 7-0 burst goes up 12-7. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. 30-second Pella Motors timeout. And a great response here by Pella Christian, who trailed just moments ago. I believe it was 7-5, and now they're up 12-7 in just in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, 2 turnovers that turned into baskets back-to-back after first they got the layup and one foul by Tyson DeVries, and then 2 turnovers, 1 layup by Tyson, 1 layup by Dane. And, if you turn the ball over, if you're Knoxville, you better get back really fast because Pella Christian's going to go.
On our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, Pella Girls Wrestling defeated English Valleys 48-24, and then they defeated Norwalk 48-21. Norwalk Girls Wrestling defeated Newton 36-21, and Pleasantville Boys Wrestling defeated Ogden 51-25. That's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas, are serving you and building community across the Red Rock area. 3-pointer by Carson Udemark was off the mark there for Knoxville on the ensuing possession. And then foul goes on Caden Croyd on the rebound.
Just a little bit of a reach. Yeah, he was a little bit behind him and reached over top of him, and they got him for the foul.
Inbound pass from Lincoln Norris, looking for older brother Landon Norris. Tipped by Josiah Voss. I'm going to apologize right off the bat. I'm doing my best with the Landon Lincoln Norris brothers
Just
there.
Say Norris, right?
Very difficult. And Landon's pass again swatted by Josiah Voss into the bleachers.
Got to be quicker with the ball fake and make the inbound person guarding the inbounds go the wrong way.
Yeah, we're
there.
Inbound goes to Caden Smith. Now back out top to Landon Norris. And over to Lincoln Norris. Back over to Landon. He's going to try a deep 3-pointer off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Caden Croyd. And Pella Christian is out and running. Dane Geetings down low to Josiah Voss. Voss, strong take to the basket. No good, but Caleb Van Arendonk there, though, with the tip in. 9-0 run for Pella Christian, now 14-7. Eagles lead, 3:47 to go in the first quarter. Down low to Caden Smith. He was looking for Kobe Higginbotham down low. It's another turnover for the Panthers.
And Pella
Dane
Christian
Geetings
running,
racing the other way, and Landon Norris whistled for the foul there as he got Geetings on the arm going up for the lay-in. It's the first foul on Landon Norris, second on Knoxville. Substitutions coming up here for both teams. Trey White and Gabe Clark checking in for Knoxville. Benny Schurz and Deacon Branderhorst checking in for Josiah Voss and Dane Geetings. Geetings uncharacteristically missing the first free throw.
Well, you got to miss one once in a while. You can't be 100%.
No, but just you don't see it happen all that often, so you got to acknowledge it when it does happen. He does knock down the second one, and Deacon will check into the game now. It's now a 10-0 run for Pella Christian in this first quarter. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Trey White able to get the ball across half court and get it to Landon Norris. And that's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Lincoln Norris with the basketball. Tough shot for Lincoln. Well off the mark and out of bounds. Eagles defense ratcheting up here. As again, they've scored the last 10 unanswered here.
Yeah. And just 2 for 10 for Knoxville shooting, and that's not going to get it done. You got to hit bigger percentages than that.
Tyson DeVries ahead to Benny Schurz. Now to Van Arendonk. Nice slip pass to Schurz. His lay-in no good. Croyd's second attempt no good. Rebounded by Schurz, and now Caden Smith with the block. And now it's Knoxville out and running. Lincoln Norris, shot too strong. And the other way, it's Caleb Van Arendonk running. Tough runner from him, no good. Croyd blocked now. And a missed shot there, I believe, by DeVries. And now Pella Christian's going to slow it down.
There was a lot happened there. I didn't get half of it wrote down.
I think I got it all. DeVries to the corner for Branderhorst, who could not stay from going out of bounds. It's the first turnover for Pella Christian. As now Drake Larson going to check into the game for Lincoln Norris. There's a lot that happened in that sequence.
Well, there was a couple of 3 offensive rebounds and shots, and I think I got half of them.
And it'll be Drake Larson ahead to Caden Smith. Back out to Landon Norris. Norris defended by Branderhorst. Over to Larson, now to the short corner. Pass for Caden Smith, tipped by Croyd, out of bounds. It'll stay with Knoxville. Pella Christian 15, Knoxville 7, 2:13 to go in the first quarter. Trey White with the inbound pass coming for Knoxville. It got it into Caden Smith. Ball swings over to Drake Larson. Larson cross court to Gabe Clark. Short corner, Caden Smith. And cross court, Landon Norris who wants a corner 3. That one's too strong, rebounded by Caden Croyd. Eagles still on a big run. Benny Schurz off the feed from DeVries. Cannot make the shot there as he rushed it. And now Gabe Clark with the basketball will hand off to Drake Larson. Over to Norris. Norris back over to Larson. To the corner, Gabe Clark. Step back 3, and Gabe Clark gets Knoxville on the board to answer this 10-0 run for Pella Christian and ends it 15-10. Pella Christian leads Knoxville. Tyson DeVries drives open 3 from the corner. Deacon Branderhorst rattles in and out. Caleb Van Arendonk, though, with a strong offensive board. He'll lay it in as Pella Christian goes back up 7, 17-10, a minute 14 to go. And Benny Schurz commits the foul for Pella Christian, his first, team's third.
Well, a real hectic pace for Pella Christian, and I think that is in Pella Christian's favor because I think they got just that many more players on the bench that can play at that speed and prolong the rally.
Yeah, Connor Willis into the game for Knoxville for Caden Smith. For Pella Christian, everybody out of the game except for Deacon Branderhorst. So it's Dane Geetings, Cooper Sprunk, Isaiah Reams, and Landon Fransman out there now for the Eagles. And Landon Norris into the lane. His shot got tipped from behind, but rebound tipped out to number 14, Drake Larson there. As Landon Norris continues to struggle to get anything going. And off of the screen, Norris gets bumped by Deacon Branderhorst. 4th foul on Pella Christian in the quarter, the first on Branderhorst. And another sub, Jay Keller, checks in for Knoxville. Landon Norris is going to get a breather now. So Dane Geetings and Isaiah Breams are the only starters on the floor for either team. Pass to the corner for Gabe Clark. Clark nearly had it poked away. Instead, he's able to get it out to Keller. Trey White from the free throw line, no good. And Dane Geetings is going to slow things down for Pella Christian to set up the offense. Over to Isaiah Breams. Eagles holding for one shot here as the shot clock and game clock only separated by like a second and a half.
And they have the arrows, so they're going to start the quarter with the ball too.
Yeah, so trying to make this a 2-for-1 possession there. Dane Geetings nearly thrown away, playing catch with Cooper Sprunk. Geetings off of a pair of screens. He's going to drive. Strong take to the basket. Shot in and out before the buzzer. Geetings, second chance, no. Sprunk's tip at the buzzer did not count there. A couple good looks for Geetings, but couldn't get him to go. Pella Christian 17, Knoxville 10 after a quarter. Back after this inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, working drawbridge, and a classic old world atmosphere. The Pella community features wonderful Dutch architecture all around town. And there's one place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. Welcome to the Molengraat, home of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining at Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful U Salon, Pella Nail Salon, Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. And even taking a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck with our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Start your day right with Scooter's Coffee. Grab breakfast on the go with their mouth-watering options. Bacon ciabatta sandwich, everything bagel sandwich, scrumptious cinnamon rolls, blueberry and double chocolate muffins, as well as hearty burritos and omelet bites. Fuel your morning with delicious choices that keep pace with your busy life, because a great day begins with a great breakfast. Swing by today and savor the flavor. Scooter's Coffee. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Welcome back here inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Pella Christian to start with the basketball here in the second quarter of play. And Caleb Van Arendonk to inbound to Tyson DeVries. Again, Eagles 17, Knoxville 10 to start this second quarter. Pella Christian using a 10-0 run really to spark it there. Caleb Van Arendonk over the top to Landon Franzman. Tyson DeVries open look for three. Tyson DeVries knocks down the triple. Who's always open, presented by Anytime Fitness. Tyson DeVries has been open all night long as he now has 8 already.
Well, that was just a good pass over the top. As a coach, I don't like those passes over the top a lot, but there was just nobody out there to put any pressure on him.
Yeah, Landon Norris down low. Ball tipped out of the hands of number 13, Connor Willis. It's a fourth Knoxville turnover. Tyson DeVries the other way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Breams, and he'll take it up and put it back in. Isaiah Breams with his first 2 points. Pella Christian's lead goes 22-10. Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness, the 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way, Anytime Fitness. Gabe Clark in the corner for Knoxville. Behind the back dribble now, he'll toss it back out to Drake Larson. Larson splits a double team, lost his footing, able to find Landon Norris, whose first shot no good, second shot was no good, but he got the foul call on the second shot attempt. Not sure who that one's going on. Franzman.
I can't believe he missed that first one, because Pella Christian players all got out of his way, and he was staring point blank from 4 feet at the basket and missed it.
Yeah, and now he misses the free throw. Norris, uncharacteristically rough night here as Caden Smith checks back in for Willis, and Voss checks back in for Franzman. Norris just not had an easy go of things tonight.
So Pella Christian is now with their starting lineup on the floor. So
Norris does knock down the free throw. He's got 3 points now in this one. Tyson DeVries the other way. Kicks out. Caleb Van Arendonk for 3. No good. And Isaiah Breams whistled for the foul. It's going to be the second on the Eagles in the quarter. First on Breams, as Van Arendonk could not connect on the 3. And ahead it'll be Drake Larson to Landon Norris. Caden Smith now going to try a three-pointer for Knoxville. No good. Nobody boxed out Drake Larson, though, on the backside. And he'll lay it in for two as Knoxville brings it back to a single-digit game, 22-13, 6:15 to go in the second quarter. So Tyson DeVries defended by Landon Norris. Kicks to Caleb Van Arendonk, looking for Isaiah Breams, turns it over, just the second turnover for Pella Christian by my count. Drake Larson tries to drive the baseline, tried to get it past Josiah Voss and turns it over. Tyson DeVries trying to find Dane Geetings, fouled by Landon Norris. It's going to be the second on Norris.
Well, had a 2-on-1, and Tyson drew the defense all the way over to him, was trying to make the pass, and they fouled him on the pass instead of, if he'd have known that was coming, I think he'd put up the left-handed shot.
Yeah, Lincoln Norris checks back in for Landon Norris, who's wanted an explanation on the foul call there. And Caleb Van Arendonk over the top to Isaiah Breams. Now to Dane Geetings. Geetings pump fake the deep three, instead takes it to the basket. Shot no good. The Eagles will swing the ball back around. Tyson DeVries drives to the basket and will get the friendly roll, as it's been all Pella Christian, it feels like, here early on, 24-13. And a deep three-pointer from way out there by Jay Keller is off the mark. And Tyson DeVries the other way. Nice, nifty behind-the-back dribble all the way to the basket. Fouled by number 14, Drake Larson, his first, team second of the quarter.
Well, Tyson, you know Tyson's going to go at the basket if he can, and he went hard at it there, and all they could do was foul him. He missed it, so now he's got to hand him at the free throw line.
Yeah, it looks like Jay Keller there getting pep talk from one of our officials as Tyson DeVries buries the first free throw. He has been phenomenal tonight. Thankfully, we didn't distract him too much having him on the air here, as Pella Christian with basically a line change. Three guys in. Landon Fransman, Benny Schurz, and Gilbert Flagel into the lineup here tonight, making an early appearance for Pella Christian. As DeVries off the mark on the second free throw. So Cooper Sprunk will wait at the scorer's table as Gabe Clark got the pass from Lincoln Norris, but was standing out of bounds. 6 turnovers for Knoxville here, as now DeVries comes out of the game for Sprunk. And it'll be Dane Geetings getting across the timeline for Pella Christian. Geetings thought about a deep three. Instead, he goes to Landon Fransman. Working against Lincoln Norris. First shot, no. Second shot, yes, for Fransman. Pella Christian 25, Knoxville 13. And I think it's going to be Landon Fransman committing the foul. It is. That's going to be his second. The way the Eagles are rotating tonight, would imagine that Coach Bohr will trust him out there.
Yeah, he's already went 11 deep. He's got, looks like maybe 2 or maybe 3 more players that he could play.
And three-pointer from the corner by Gabe Clark is off the mark there, off the feed from Lincoln Norris. And now Pella Christian's running the break. Dane Geetings is going to drive to the basket. Too strong, rebounded by Caden Smith. And Jay Keller will hand off to Drake Larson. Gilbert Flagel on the defensive side of that possession. Gabe Clark shot no good. Rebounded by Dane Geetings after a scramble for it. And now Pella Christian turns it over. And now on the other end, Jay Keller is fouled before the shot by Flagel. It's the first foul on Flagel. 4th on Pella Christian. And now another line change. Landon Norris and Carson Udemark back into the game here.
Well, yeah, multiple players here. Now Croyd in the game for Fransman. Tyson back on the floor.
Yeah, Tyson, DeVries, Deacon Branderhorst, Josiah Voss, Caden Croyd, and Caleb Van Arendonk on the floor as Knoxville turns it over for the 7th time in this game. And a Pella Motors timeout by Troy Pearson here. 30-second timeout for Knoxville. Marion County Bank radio scoreboard Pella Girls Wrestling 48, Norwalk 21 final. Pella Girls Wrestling also defeated English Valley's 48-24. Norwalk Girls Wrestling defeated Newton 36-21. Pleasantville Boys Wrestling defeated Ogden 51-25. And the Pella Christian Girls Basketball team defeated Knoxville 55-46. That's the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. It's been all Pella Christian in this boys contest as they have jumped out to a 27-13 lead in the second quarter. That's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Tonight's video presentation on the Pella Christian YouTube channel is being presented by KNIA, KRLS Radio. Pella Christian doing a great job with their video presentations here. Deacon Branderhorst with the basketball on the left wing for Pella Christian. Kicks to Tyson DeVries. DeVries down Main Street, tries to get the flip up and in. No, but Caden Croyd will follow. And that's been the name of the game. Eagles getting a lot of second chance opportunities.
Yep. That's Caden's third offensive rebound, and he finally gets a putback for a basket.
Landon Norris out top. He's going to try and drive the lane and finally gets a field goal to fall, just his second of the night. 29-15, Pella Christian leads Knoxville now, just under 3.5 to go in the second quarter. DeVries to Voss, now to Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk driving, looking for some space. Doesn't have it. Voss to DeVries. DeVries, nice step-through move, but his shot is off the mark. It's a good look for DeVries, just couldn't connect. And now Lincoln Norris the other way. He's going to pull up for a wild three-pointer. No good. Caden Smith tried to bring the house down with a monster putback dunk. No good, though. And Deacon Branderhorst with the basketball down for Pella Christian on the other end of the floor.
Well, he was up a long ways and got his hand on it, but he just couldn't make it go.
Nice post feed from Van Arendonk to Croyd there. Croyd could not connect on the shot as it hit back iron. And Landon Norris called for the offensive foul there as Tyson DeVries steps in front, draws the foul, and that's number 3 on Landon Norris, the top scorer for the Panthers. Kobe Higginbotham and Jay Keller back into the game here as Norris checks out and Gabe Clark checks out. And it'll be Tyson DeVries setting up the offense. Calling out the play, waiting for the guys to run it. Van Arendonk to Deacon Branderhorst. They're looking on the back door for Voss. Instead, it'll be DeVries. Deep three-pointer off the mark, but rebound goes to Branderhorst. DeVries had a good look at the three ball there, could not connect.
Set play designed for that shot, but he didn't make it go in.
Deacon Branderhorst, wide open look from the wing. Deacon Branderhorst. We're going to raise the roof to that as Deacon Branderhorst puts Pella Christian up 32-15 with 1:57 to go. Lincoln Norris answers with a 3 on the other end. But our raise the roof moment of the game is brought to you by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. The Eagles lighting up the scoreboard here in this first half. It's Caleb Van Arendonk with the basketball, looking to drive the baseline on the right side. Shot no good, rebounded by Caden Smith. And now it's Smith with it on the other end for Knoxville to Jay Keller. Bounce pass to Higginbotham. Higginbotham drives, jumper up over Croyd, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Running the other way, it's DeVries kicking out. Three-pointer from the corner for Branderhorst, too strong. Rebounded by Caden Smith. And now it's Higginbotham. Kicking to Jay Keller, he wants a deep three. No good, rebounded by Croyd. Falling in love with the deep three here, Win.
Yeah.
Tyson DeVries gonna drive right at Caden Smith, and that'll put an end to the three-point parade as DeVries is gonna go back to the free throw line here with the first foul on Caden Smith and the team's 4th of the quarter. DeVries makes the first free throw as Breams, Geetings, and Sprunk back into the game for Pella Christian. Van Arendonk, Branderhorst, and Croyd come out. How about this win? So I thought this was pretty cool tonight. 8th grade student at Pella Christian, Brecken DeVries, decided that she wanted to help out the Perry community by doing a free will donation for these wristbands that I went out and got, and raised almost $300 tonight doing that, which is really cool. Lincoln Norris knocking down a 2-pointer, make it a 34-21 game. Tyson DeVries on the other end, 3-pointer, in and out after he missed the second free throw.
Everything but down.
And now on the other end, I didn't see who missed that shot for Knoxville.
No, I
but
didn't.
Ahead, it's Dane Geetings getting fouled by Lincoln Norris. Maybe Frank can cue us up a replay here so I can see who missed the shot. It's all good. Frank said it's not going to happen, but that's okay. We just know that a shot was missed. We'll just mark it down on as a missed shot there. Geetings makes the first free throw here as Drake Larson into the game for Lincoln Norris. Landon Franzman into the game for Josiah Voss. Pella Christian 35, Knoxville 21, 23.6 seconds to go in this first half of action. Geetings 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 35-21 now as Jay Keller kicks to Drake Larson. Out to Udemark. Udemark for 3. No good. Rebounded by Isaiah Breams. Out ahead to Dane Geetings. Geetings to the basket. Shot too strong. Out of bounds off of Cooper Sprunk there. Just a little out of control there was Geetings. He's going to the basket. Inbound goes to Drake Larson. Larson looking to give the basketball up. He's going to kick to Caden Smith. 3-pointer at the buzzer is no good. So Pella Christian goes into the half up 36-21. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have Pella Christian head girls basketball coach Brendan Foudy here on the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show on 92.1 KRLS. Again, the Pella Christian boys basketball team leads Knoxville 36-21 at the intermission.
Salads, pasta now, pep up nachos, pizza, wow, you can pep up anything, pepperoni. Pep it up, it's the one and only. Pep it up, Hormel pepperoni.
As we're settling in for another Iowa winter, think about what the cold weather does to your garage door. Low temperatures can cause lubrication problems, metal to contract, and springs to become brittle. And consistent wet weather can cause your door to swell. Those things can lead to big problems, like your door getting stuck or not working at all. And that's the last thing you want to deal with in the freezing cold. Make sure those things don't happen by calling DeYoung Door Service for an inspection of your garage door today.
Hi, this is Kirk DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
At Bruxford's, we're here to make your house your home. What you put inside your house can help make the difference between whether you enjoy spending time there or not. We'll help you turn your house into a functional, warm, welcoming, lived-in home. Stop in and visit with any member of our team about appliances, furniture, bedding, floor covering, window treatments, and accessories to make your house your home at Bruxford's Home Center, 405 Truman Road in Pella. Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville supports all the Marion County athletic teams and athletes competing this year. The values of hard work, sportsmanship, and perseverance will help them not only on the field, but in life for years to come. When you want these values in your automotive service, look no further than Raceway Tire and Exhaust, your one-stop auto headquarters located at 1318 West Bell Avenue in Knoxville, or at racewaytireandexhaust.com.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you, so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean Ward and his crew next to Walmart in Pella at Central Tire and Auto. With our continuing coverage of Iowa high school athletics, we're joined now by Pella Christian girls basketball coach Brendan Foudy following his team's 55-46 win over Knoxville. Coach Foudy, we were talking about it before we jumped on the air here. Your girls really took control of that game early on, and they used the defense to do it. What was the thing that stood out to you the most about the way your girls pressed the basketball?
Yeah, I felt like at times we were really, really good with our pressure. We mixed it up a little bit today, which was good to see. Rachel causes a lot of problems for teams on the front side of that pressure. And so, yeah, you know what? The good news for us is we did some good things and caused some turnovers, and I still feel like we're so far from as good as we can be. And that makes me excited. It also makes me really excited to get back to work next week.
Absolutely right. And, just looking at it, you mentioned Rachel Kekmarinsky, Faith Kekmarinsky as well. They combined for 25 points, and by our calculations from what we had up here, each finishing with double-doubles tonight. Really impressive games for those two sisters. I know we've talked a lot about what they bring to the table for you guys, but what about this game against Knoxville specifically impressed you about what they did for your team?
Yeah, kind of honestly more of the same for Rachel. We had an emphasis trying to get the ball inside to her early, and honestly we didn't execute that a ton, but she just affects the game in so many ways by getting on the glass, getting second chance opportunities for us offensively, and affecting their offense with her pressure. And so, Rachel just affects the game in so many ways. Faith is a player that, I'm just extremely proud of her because she's really grown a ton in her knowledge of the game and in her maturity of basketball. And, tonight, at times when things got shaky, she was able to stay calm, keep us under control, and allow us to finish that game on top. And so super impressive for her to play with as many minutes as she's playing, to get 10 rebounds and finish with, what she have, 13 points, just 15 points, excuse me. Just a tremendous effort from her tonight, and a great job leading our team.
And beyond that too, I look at the rest of this team. You put 3 scorers in double figures. You had another one just on the verge there with Chloe Snyder getting 13 points as well. And then Karis Fickert with 9. Just overall a well-rounded effort from your team. And even still, I know that the belief is that the best is still to come for this group. How encouraging is that for you as a coach of a young team to see the improvements you saw tonight, but then also know that this is not as good as it's going to get?
Yeah, I think overall I'm just really proud of our kids playing into their roles. Karis Fickert's 9 points were huge, and she did a lot of good things for us tonight, and continues to, show up with big games here and there. And so, and then you mentioned Chloe Snyder. I mean, what a night for her. She's honestly one of the most mature freshmen I've ever met, and just has been rock solid for us all year long. And, she's earned an opportunity to continue to grow her minutes, and obviously impacts the game in huge ways. And when she gets going from shooting the ball from outside, it's really exciting. Our bench gets excited when the ball goes up out of her hands.
And we're talking to Pella Christian girls basketball coach Brendan Foudy here following a 55-46 win against Knoxville Thursday night. And beyond this, I know that one of the things you guys have really stressed this year is, with that pressure, being able to turn around and have success on the offensive end of the floor off of that. I know there were several possessions where you would get that tip and then immediately take it to the rim and make those shots, and even still more free throw opportunities tonight than in some of the games that we've seen this year. From that standpoint, to see that kind of translate into things you guys are really honing in on in practice, what's been the biggest difference you feel like in the last couple of contests where we've seen a more concerted effort from the girls to get to the free throw line and take advantage of some of those turnovers?
Yeah, I think it's just a focus from us to help our girls understand that we have an advantage inside against a lot of teams, and we can create some bad matchups when we get some switches or things like that. And so, yeah, we really just want to have a concerted effort. Like you said earlier, when we get a tip and a steal, we're not just trying to get to offense, we're trying to score. We eventually want to be a team that plays really fast and is able to get a steal after steal and get to the rim, and can be really demoralizing for a team. And I think at times today for Knoxville is really demoralizing. We got layups, then we got a deflection from Rachel, another steal, another layup, free throws, whatever it is. I thought Faith did a really good job today getting to the free throw line and knocking them down, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. And, honestly, there was multiple efforts from a lot of kids. I felt like, to see Amelia come in the game late and impact our team defensively with the energy she brings, it's just fun to see all of our kids contributing.
It really is fun to see all the kids contributing, like you mentioned. And now, kind of an odd weekend for you guys here. We had the cancellations early in the week. We've got more cancellations here. As of right now, the next game on the schedule is Dallas Center Grimes next Thursday, which was supposed to be this past Tuesday. This past Tuesday.
Yep.
It's just kind of a weird situation. How do you guys go about just, going in stride with some of the changes that the schedule has seen here and now getting ready for a very, very talented Dallas Center Grimes team?
What a weird week, right? But we can't control any of the weather. We just control what we can control. So when we get an opportunity to practice, we're going to practice really hard. And when we get an opportunity to play, we're going to be ready to go. So looking forward to the opportunity against Dallas Center Grimes. I'm thinking we might have a rescheduled game with Indianola before that. We'll see how the schedule shakes out. I haven't seen yet. But we're going to be ready for whoever's next on the schedule and be ready to compete.
We'll be ready for that, too. That was Pella Christian girls basketball coach Brendan Foudy, powered by Hy-Vee. We'll be back with more of the Central Tire and Auto Radio Halftime Show right after this on 92.1 KRLS.
You'll drive away happy with Pella Motors Guarantee.
At Pella Motors, we won't be beat on price, period. So if you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, and saving big money makes you happy, Pella Motors will not be beat on price, period.
You'll drive away happy with Pella Motors Guarantee.
Community First Credit Union is here for life's unexpected emergencies. Right now, we're offering member cash loans from $200 to $1,000. Have a bad credit score? With our cash loan, there's no minimum credit score requirements and quick, easy access to cash. Not a C First member? Join us. And after 30 days, you'll be eligible to apply too. Life happens. We get it. Apply for a cash loan online at c1stcu.com today. Some restrictions apply, subject to credit approval and program qualifications.
Even a mild winter can take a toll on your roof. Between the freeze and the thaw, you may need new shingles. Certainly, if you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get CertainTeed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. CertainTeed Roofing offers a wide array of residential roofing shingle options.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
Welcome back to the Central. You've been listening to the Central Tire and Auto Radio Halftime Show. For tires, front end work, the no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean Ward and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Inside the Numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. For Pella Christian, Tyson DeVries leads the way with 12 points. For Knoxville, they are led in scoring by Landon Norris and Lincoln Norris with 5 each, as Caleb Van Arendonk picks up a foul here to start the second half, and it's the first foul on Van Arendonk. That's Inside the Numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Second half adjustments here win for Pella Christian. What's the adjustment you want to see from them in the second half of your Coach Bohr?
I don't think they have to do a whole lot more other than they maybe got to make some better shots around the basket.
Lincoln Norris, three-pointer off the mark. Now wild runner, no good. Caleb Van Arendonk with the rebound to Tyson DeVries. Up ahead to Dane Geetings. Pass was just a little wide. And now back to DeVries. And now Breams with the finger roll.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lays it in.
I don't know how he made that. Somehow he got that to roll in.
And now on the other end, Landon Norris missing a shot. Dane Geetings looking for Breams down low.
Ooh, they're going to call him for the foul.
Yeah, they called Breams for the push-off there. That'll be his second, second.
Got to hold your position there and just let them throw you the ball, not push the guy back trying to get to it.
Yep, so Landon Norris will bring it up the court here for Knoxville. And now to Lincoln. Back to Landon, over to Kobe Higginbotham. Higginbotham to Caden Smith. Caden Smith's going to try a three from straight away, and he will knock that one down. Was 0 of 3 in the second quarter there.
Yeah, if Knoxville can start hitting some shots, they could make this an interesting game again.
So Tyson DeVries with the basketball. Backdoor cut for Josiah Voss. It was a great play. DeVries just didn't get enough height on that pass.
Yeah, well, and Knoxville read it well. They got in that passing lane just enough to deflect it away. Otherwise, Josiah would have had a dunk.
So Caleb Van Arendonk will be the inbounder now for Pella Christian. Forces the pass into Josiah Voss. Voss gives it to Breams as an outlet. Now back to Voss. Over to Gietings, to Van Arendonk, to DeVries. DeVries going to reset the offense off of a screen from Voss. Nearly lost the basketball, had it tipped by Landon Norris, and it's a shot clock violation turnover for the Eagles, their first of the half. Again, Pella Christian still leads 38-24.
I think Tyson just kind of lost sight of how much time was on that shot clock and got himself in a bad situation, couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, Lincoln Norris to Caden Smith. Back over to Lincoln Norris. Norris looking to drive, able to find Carson Udemark, who's going to drive to the baseline. Nothing there. Now Lincoln Norris going to try a three. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Higginbotham. Back out to Udemark to open look for three. No, rebounded by Landon Norris. And Norris will make the shot and one. As the Eagles there with lack of rebounding allow Knoxville to get the foul. And the points in on the board wrong. 38-26. Pella Christian leads Knoxville as Caden Croyd checks in the game for Josiah Voss.
Got to bring in some more height here. That was 2 offensive rebounds in a row right there, and you just you can't let them have that many opportunities.
And Norris off the mark, and Caleb Van Arendonk will rebound that one.
I got Caleb up to 9 rebounds already.
Say he is the leading rebounder for this Eagles team. Nice feed from DeVries to Croyd, but Croyd too strong on the shot, no good. And the other way, it's Higginbotham. No, Udemark, excuse me, to Landon Norris. Norris nearly lost the basketball, able to regather it, misses the jumper, and Knoxville had 3 guys there to grab the board. And then shot no good there by Udemark. And Tyson DeVries the other way, kicks to Van Arendonk, now to Gietings. Gietings was looking for Croyd and throws it away. Pella Christian struggling here in the start of the third quarter. They've only made 1 shot here, and that was Isaiah Breams. 38-26 is Pella Christian's lead still, despite their struggles here in the quarter. Lincoln Norris kicks out to Higginbotham. Higginbotham wants the left-handed three. No, but Caden Smith there for the rebound as the Eagles continue to not hit the glass hard on the defensive end.
5 offensive rebounds here in the first 3 minutes of the second half, and a lot of them ended up being points on the board for Knoxville.
Yeah, Coach Bohr calling a Pella Motors timeout, which he does not often do. And reading his lips there, he was really, really frustrated with the effort there on the defensive glass as Knoxville's cut this lead to 10 now in this third quarter of play. And Caden Smith doing a lot of the work down there. He's got 5 points and not scored coming in, but he's got 5 points and all of them second chance points, I believe, too, for the Panthers here, who have started to find a little bit of momentum in this contest. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. First half was all Pella Christian as they jumped out to a 36-21 lead at the break, but ever since, Knoxville on a 7-2 run. That's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
And Dane Gietings finds Cooper Sprunk on the backdoor cut for his first 2 points of the game, and the Eagles finally find something offensively. And now it's Caden Smith driving to the basket. Ball swinging, and Lincoln Norris nearly turns it over, but then finds Kobe Higginbotham down low, who lays it in for 2. And Tyson DeVries is down. Not sure what happened to Tyson.
Got smacked in the face, maybe in the eye.
Deacon Branderhorst going to check in. He plays with reckless abandon.
Well, he went after the ball, and I think the player swiped his hand across his face, probably scratched him in the eye.
Yeah, well, I'll wait word, but looks like Tyson will be okay. Not showing too much pain on the bench there. As Dane Gietings with the basketball off the screen from Caden Croyd. Deacon Branderhorst inside, Croyd for 2.
Nice feed, nice use of getting his body all set up to make that shot by Croyd.
Landon Norris to Lincoln Norris now. Cross court, he was looking for Udemark and threw it into the first row of the bleachers. First turnover of the half for Knoxville.
On that, after the timeout a while ago, they ran that set play for Cooper to get that layup, and it was well executed. I mean, it was wide open.
And Cooper Sprunk will set up Pella Christian's offense. They'll hand to Dane Geetings. He's going to try a deep three. Dane Geetings pulling out from the parking lot and knocks down the triple, 45-30. Landon Norris wants to answer. He won't do so. And Isaiah Breams will be fouled by Kobe Higginbotham.
Nice job of getting the ball and then securing it by Isaiah.
Yeah, Landon Norris tried to answer the deep three there. Couldn't knock it down. Udemark and Higginbotham out for Knoxville. Gabe Clark and Trey White back in for the Panthers. Dane Geetings to Caden Croyd. He was looking for Isaiah Breams over the top. Didn't have him, though. Third turnover for Pella Christian in the half. Landon Norris drives the lane. And a charge called on Norris. That's number 4.
Nice job of taking the charge by Caden. He was standing there, stayed straight up, and he ran right into him.
Yeah, Landon Norris is going to check out of the game as Jay Keller checks in there. The only question was, Croyd looked like he maybe pushed the hips out just a little bit there. Could have probably gone either way, but if you're an Eagles fan, you're taking that as Dane Geetings off of some screens now. He's looking for Croyd down low, didn't have him, and he forces a pass in there that gets turned over. And now Lincoln Norris on the other end turns it over as Cooper Sprunk ahead to Deacon Branderhorst. He had his shot blocked, but Dane Geetings was there for the follow.
Nice job of staying with it.
And Jay Keller now with the basketball out top, nearly lost it. And a bump by Branderhorst there was going to be a Dane Geetings run out, but Branderhorst just barely got enough of Keller to draw the whistle as Croyd and Breams check out and Franzman and Schurz check back in. And now Drake Larson out near half court, getting trapped, able to find Gabe Clark in the corner. Now to Trey White and back to Larson. Over to Gabe Clark, driving the baseline, able to get it down low to Caden Smith. Doubled and a late whistle there. Foul goes on Schurz.
Had him double teamed under the basket, and he was wide open earlier and Knoxville didn't see him. This time they did find him, and he gets into the double team and gets bailed out with a foul.
Yeah, on our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, the only scores we have seen thus far are from wrestling, and that is Pella Girls Wrestling going 2-0 at home. They defeated Norwalk 48-21 and English Valley's 48-24. Norwalk defeated Newton 36-21 in that meet as Smith misses the second free throw. And Dane Geetings brings the ball up the floor. Here, that was our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. And it's Deacon Branderhorst with the basketball on the wing. Up top to Dane Geetings. Geetings drives, steps into a shot, no good. Franzman grabs the board, and they called a foul on Franzman.
Really?
And now they're going to give free throws to Jay Keller. It's going to be the third on Franzman. And Coach Bohr wants an explanation. I would probably be asking for one, too, if I were Coach Bohr. It looked like
he was
just hard foul, loose ball there.
He was on the inside, and he made a spin move to get the rebound. I don't know how he fouled anybody.
Connor Willis into the game for Caden Smith. Keller was off the mark on the first free throw. And Keller does knock down the second one, though. And Caleb Van Arendonk quickly checks into the game for Cooper Sprunk. And now Dane Geetings will bring it up the floor for Pella Christian. Pella Christian 47, Knoxville 32, 1:53 to go in the third quarter. Dane Geetings hesitated on a deep three. And now it's Geetings with the basketball off the feed from Van Arendonk. Off of the screen from Benny Schurz. Down low, Landon Franzman. With the charge against Trey White there. That's going to be the fourth on Franzman. I would imagine that he's going to come out of the game here.
I'm not sure he was completely set, but Landon clearly ran into him.
Yeah, he didn't. Frainsman wasn't necessarily in control there, but Voss and Breams check back in. Drake Larson will bring it up here for Knoxville. Up ahead, Trey White, corner three-pointer, in and out, rebounded by Voss. Dane Giedings with the basketball for Pella Christian. Ahead to Deacon Branderhorst, who tried to force a pass into Isaiah Breams, and it's another turnover for the Eagles. And on the other end, Connor Willis lays it in. 47-34, Pella Christian leads Knoxville. The Eagles stagnant with the basketball right now. There's not a lot of crisp ball movement here. As Dane Giedings drives, and Trey White rolled his ankle there. Giedings' shot was no good. Voss's follow was no good. And Larson's going to slow it down, and White is going to get a timeout here after the rolled ankle. The Eagles here just need to find some ball movement as we got a Pella Motors timeout.
They've missed some bunnies in there. They've got to knock those shots down. They had a couple good looks inside there that time and didn't get either one of them to go.
Yeah, that was another Pella Motors timeout. At Pella Motors will drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. That was injury timeout there as White looked like stepped on Giedings' foot. Tyson DeVries back into the game for Pella Christian, so a good sign there. Jay Keller with the basketball out top. He'll kick to Drake Larson. Back over to Keller. Keller looking down low, able to get it to Gabe Clark. Double team comes. Really nowhere to go. He tried to throw it off of the Eagles. Did not really find success doing so. It ends up in the hands of Caleb Van Arendonk to Dane Giedings. Giedings, pump fake, couple of them. And now he'll get the ball back from Breams and back out to Tyson DeVries, who will hold for the last shot of the quarter. Pella Christian 47, Knoxville 34 with 9 seconds to play in this third period. DeVries drives, kicks out. Isaiah Breams going to step into a three. No, Josiah Voss tips it towards the basket. His follow no good. Pella Christian maintains a 47-34 lead going into the fourth quarter of play. Back after this inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
Win winter with the Toro Power Clear Single Stage Snowblower that is loaded with power in a compact size. They are easily maneuverable and clear snow down to the pavement. Get your power clear at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Weather any storm with the Toro Flex Force electric snowblower that has the most powerful 60-volt battery in its class. Plus, you get the same rugged construction as Toro's gas-powered models. Get your Flex Force snowblower at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Hi, this is Randy DeVries with Centerpoint Electric in Pella. My wife Jody and I both grew up in the area, raised our family in the area, and we've been serving customers in the area since 2000. We're big supporters of activities at both Pella Christian and Pella Community Schools, and we're excited to be part of the live coverage of the Eagles and the Dutch here on KRLS. If you need electrical work done on your home or your business, we're here to help, and we're wired for excellence. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Pella Christian 47, Knoxville 34. One final quarter here between the Eagles and the Panthers in boys basketball. Stryver Cellular Instant Radio Update. Pleasantville Wrestling 46, Interstate 35-27. That's a final. Dane Giedings looking down low for Isaiah Breams. Strong catch, strong take to the basket. Isaiah Breams puts Pella Christian back up 15, 49-34, 7:38 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if Isaiah gets it in his hands, he's usually able to really hold on to it with a lot of strength, and that time he was able to do that and finish the play.
Kobe Higginbotham back out to Drake Larson. Larson's going to drive, tries to spin on Van Arendonk. Back out Connor Willis, three, no good. And Gabe Clark's follow, I think, was blocked by Van Arendonk. Now Willis again, shot no good, and Van Arendonk finally with the rebound ahead to Dane Giedings, who will lay it in on the other end.
That's the way to get up the floor quick and and respond to that.
And now Drake Larson able to find Higginbotham. Back out to Drake Larson. And over to Jay Keller on the right wing. Keller drives, looking down low for Willis. Nearly had it tipped away by Breams, able to maintain control. And Connor Willis lays it in for two. 51-36, Pella Christian over Knoxville. Josiah Voss with the rebound on a missed shot from Dane Geetings, but had it ripped out of his hands before he could put up the shot. And Drake Larson's gonna drive to the basket and lays it in there over the top of Josiah Voss, who tried to draw the charge. And the other way, Tyson DeVries all the way to the basket, too strong off the glass. And now Knoxville the other way. It's 51-38, Pella Christian leading Knoxville with 6:05 to go in the fourth. Jay Keller with the basketball. They'll drive and kick to Gabe Clark now. Clark baseline to Willis. Now back out to Larson. Larson gets it into the paint and travels.
Yeah, way too many steps there. And right now, Pella Christian kind of was trying to speed up the game there a little bit. And at this point of the game, and early in the game, I think Pella Christian wanted to speed up the game. But as we get late in the game here, now you got to be a little bit more deliberate, take some time off the clock, still get a shot off.
Yeah, Dane Geetings out of the game here for Pella Christian as Deacon Branderhorst returns. Tyson DeVries with the basketball. Kicks to Isaiah Breams. Nice post feed to Josiah Voss, who will lay it in for two. 53 for Pella Christian, 38 for Knoxville. 5:32 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's Josiah's first basket tonight.
Actually, it looks like it's 51-38 now. Caden Smith to the basket, count it, and one for Caden Smith. Oh no, they put up 53 now. I thought it was 53. They just were slow getting it on the board.
Slow getting it up. That board is only there for fan information. It has nothing to do with what's really happening.
Yep. Caden Croyd's checking into the game here after Van Arendonk picked up his second. Smith knocks down the free throw. Croyd checks in for Voss. Van Arendonk picking up his second foul there, first of the quarter for the Eagles. 5:23 to go in the fourth. Pella Christian leads Knoxville 53-41. Tyson DeVries set to get the inbound here from...
Well, now they made it 51-41.
So 51-41. Now
they
it's
made
back
it
to 53. Now there's confusion all over the board now. Caleb Van Arendonk to Isaiah
Again,
Breeze.
it don't matter what that board said. It matters what the official scorebook says. Oh, Caden, you got to make that.
Caden misses the first shot, misses the second shot. Eagles again just struggling offensively in the second half.
He's rushing those shots.
Drake Larson with the basketball to Landon Norris. Back over to Drake Larson. Over to Landon Norris. He's going to try a deep three. In and out. Rebound tipped by Higginbotham. Connor Willis grabs it. Larson to Higginbotham in the middle of the lane. Kicks to Caden Smith. Back out to Larson.
He never left the lane. Where's the 3-second call? He has never left the lane.
And Larson flips it up and in for two more. He's up to 6 now, and Knoxville's cut the lead to 10. 53-43, Pella Christian over Knoxville. 4:21 to go in the fourth. Isaiah Breams with a turnover there. The Eagles just not taking care of the basketball here in the second half. Kobe Higginbotham the other way, missed shot, got his own miss. Up and in for Higginbotham, and Knoxville making a furious charge here. Now it's 53-45. DeVries going to take it to the Pella Christian bench. J.D. Bohr calls timeout and sends guys to the scorer's table.
Yeah, he's going to send 4 of them up there. I don't know, probably leave Tyson on the floor, but everybody else is going to be off.
Yeah, and that is exactly what it's going to be. Landon Fransman, Benny Schurz, Dane Geetings, and Cooper Sprunk will be the Pella Christian lineup. It's a full timeout, but we're going to stick right here. Our final Marion County Bank radio scoreboard on the night. Here, Pleasantville Wrestling was 2-0 on the night. They defeated Ogden 51-25 and I-35 46-27. Pella Girls Wrestling 48-21 over Norwalk and 48-24 over English Valleys. Norwalk defeated Newton 36-21 in girls wrestling. That's our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. First half was all Pella Christian. Second half, not so much. It's been a lot of Knoxville here as Pella Christian's played some sloppy basketball in the second half. And that has gotten us to an 8-point game, 53-48. Pella Christian on top of Knoxville. Casey Mister presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Well, Knoxville's not shooting as good as you'd still like to see them shoot, but they're shooting better than they did in the first half. Pella Christian, again, is trying to play it pretty fast yet instead of taking a little clock and taking care of the basketball. Way too many turnovers.
Yep, tonight's video presentation on the Pella Christian YouTube channel is presented by KNIA, KRLS Radio. You're listening to Pella Christian Basketball powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS Knoxville Pella and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. As Tyson DeVries gets the inbound from Cooper Sprunk, and the Eagles trying to put an end to this run for the Panthers. Sprunk on a backdoor cut. Dane Geetings lay it in, and there's a spark maybe that the Eagles needed.
Another set play from the coach after the timeout, and totally set up in the timeout.
Yeah, Drake Larson kicks to Landon Norris. Norris into the middle of the lane, out to Udemark. Three-pointer on the way. No, rebounded by Benny Schurz, and then turns it over to Caden Smith, who then turns it right back over to Dane Geetings. Back out to DeVries. Geetings thought about a three. Instead, it'll go down to Schurz. Schurz spinning. Tough shot, no good. Rebound off of Cooper Sprunk, out of bounds. Good look for Benny.
Yeah, Benny had a good look. He just did not get it to go. Needed to go up there, make that spin move, and then lay it soft off the glass. He threw it a little too hard off the glass.
Yeah, 55-45, Pella Christian on top of Knoxville with 3:07 to go. Kobe Higginbotham to the corner. Landon Norris for three. No. Rebounded by Higginbotham. Higginbotham swarmed by Eagles, and his shot no good. And now the other way, it's Tyson DeVries to Dane Geetings. Back out to DeVries.
You can run a little clock here. Get yourself a good play. Just don't want to turn it over.
Sprunk in the corner, back out to DeVries. Over to Geetings, open look from three, and Dane Geetings, a huge three-pointer, puts Pella Christian up by 13.
Shot that right in line with me in the basket, and you could see it all the way.
Yeah, Knoxville, the near turnover there. Caden Smith to a cutting Landon Norris. His shot blocked by Benny Schurz.
All ball.
I don't know who they're going to call it on.
If they call it on Landon, it's okay.
They called it on Landon, but that's number 5 on him.
If it's on Landon, that might have been, but Benny got all ball.
Yeah, Landon got hit, just picked up foul number 5. And so Josiah Voss, Isaiah Breams, and Caleb Van Arendonk checking back in for Sprunk, Schurz, and Fransman. So it's the starting 5 for Pella Christian. It's nearly the starting 5 for Knoxville, with the exception of Drake Larson out there for Lincoln Norris. Landon Norris, no good on the free throw. What's coming up? Wired by Centerpoint Electric for the Pella Christian boys basketball team. To date with Pekin on Monday night. That game will be broadcast live here on 92.1 KRLS. Norris 0 of 2 at the free throw line, but that's what's coming up. Wired by Centerpoint Electric. If you have an electrical project coming up, trust the experts at Centerpoint Electric and Pella, wired for excellence. Isaiah Breams with the basketball for Pella Christian. Kicks to Dane Geetings. 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter of play. Tyson DeVries off of the screen from Geetings. He drives, runner in the middle of the lane, left short, and Landon Norris grabs the board. Norris looking for Udemark, able to get it to him, and Udemark knocks down a huge three for Knoxville and a Pella Motors timeout.
So one guy you do not want taking a shot right there is Udemark, because he can knock him down.
And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with him back after this inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Pella Christian 58, Knoxville 48, late in the fourth quarter.
Attention Knoxville, Iowa. Are you ready to take your career to the next level? Hormel Foods is looking for a dynamic, experienced individual to join their team as a team lead manager. Visit Hormel.job today to learn more about this exciting team lead manager position. You'll find a detailed description of the role and the fantastic benefits that await you. Take the next step towards a rewarding career with Hormel Foods.
The Pella Regional Wellness Program team wants to help you meet your New Year's resolution to live a healthier lifestyle. Have you struggled with getting regular physical activity, eating a well-balanced diet, or losing weight? A referral to the wellness program could benefit you. Sessions include goal setting and exercise guided by the certified lifestyle medicine provider. Call the Pella Regional Wellness Program at 641-628-6728 or ask your doctor for a referral and start your journey to better health today.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Knoxville going to break out the press here. As Caleb Van Arendonk able to get it ahead to Tyson DeVries. We'll slow things down here for the Eagles with 1:35 to go. Pella Christian leads by 10. DeVries going to drive, looking to get the corner. Shot no good from DeVries, rebounded by Voss. Shot clock did not reset, though, on the miss from DeVries.
Yeah, he never hit anything.
Geetings off of a screen, back out to DeVries. DeVries looking to drive, nearly lost the basketball. Now it's a turnover and a late foul call. They're going against the Panthers.
Wow, yeah. He was in trouble. The clock was running down. He had no shot. Was really trying to make a pass there, and they bailed him out with a foul.
Yeah, and I thought that Drake Larson was getting a little over aggressive there. And
well, he got a lot of ball,
count.
but I think he ran into him and knocked him down after he swatted it.
Yeah, Dane Geetings catching the inbound here, and now the Eagles can run even more time.
Ooh, that's a foul on Tyson they let go.
And Landon Norris just picked up foul number 5, so the leading scorer for Knoxville has his night in. So Caleb Van Arendonk to inbound here for the Eagles, able to get it to Dane Geetings, who will be fouled by Carson Udemark.
Yeah, trying to get him to the free throw line, but I think it's a little too late here, down 10 points with a minute to go. But they got to get the fouls to even get a chance here. Got to go one more before they even shoot free throws after that.
Yeah, so Caleb Van Arendonk, the inbounder, able to get it to Tyson DeVries, out to Josiah Voss, who will get fouled. Still another foul to give for the Panthers. As this one goes on Larson, that'll be his 3rd, team's 4th. Pella Christian again leads Knoxville 58-48 with 58 seconds to go. Inbound goes to Dane Geetings in the backcourt, who's now going to take some time to waste time. And Carson Udemark commits the foul, and now Dane didn't like that he got called for it.
Yeah, Dane going to the line. Probably not the guy you want to foul if you're Knoxville.
And so Geetings going to go to the line.
Oh, worked out though. He missed it.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, but he's shooting the ball a little low. He's not getting a full extension. That's not normally the way he shoots. I'm not quite sure why.
Second free throw. That one's off the mark, too, for Geetings.
His form is not right there.
Carson Udemark on the other end for Knoxville.
Ooh.
And Dane Geetings with a kicked ball. So it'll stay with Knoxville here. 46 seconds to play. The inbounder is Lincoln Norris. Able to get it into Drake Larson. Larson to the corner for Caden Smith. To Higginbotham. Out to Lincoln Norris. Norris, tough runner, no good. Loose ball. Caleb Van Arendonk rebounds it, but jump ball. It'll stay with Knoxville. Knoxville ran 12 seconds on the clock with that. 34 seconds to go. Pella Christian 58, Knoxville 48. Lincoln Norris catches the inbounds, finds Kobe Higginbotham. He'll drive the lane, and his runner no good. Rebounded by Caleb Van Arendonk. Carson Udemark takes it away, and then Van Arendonk commits the foul.
Yeah, Caleb got that board, didn't come down with it, just let him take it right out of his hands. But time is getting away from Knoxville here with only 25 seconds left.
Yeah, Connor Willis is going to check back into the game for the Panthers. As Udemark goes to the line and misses the first free throw. Strawver Cellular Instant Radio update. Pella Girls Wrestling defeats Newton 42-21. Stick around for the Kevin Design of Pella Radio postgame show following the conclusion of this boys basketball contest between Pella Christian and Knoxville. Unimark knocks down the second free throw. Connor Willis will take his spot on the floor. And Caleb Van Arendonk will inbound for Pella Christian. Able to get it into Isaiah Breams. Back to Van Arendonk, who kicks to Dane Geetings, but Van Arendonk is the one that's fouled.
Well, normally I'd say don't foul Geetings, but he's just missed a couple. He's missed 3 so far on the night, but they fouled Van Arendonk instead. We'll see what he can do.
Another Strava Sailor Instant Radio update. Norwalk girls wrestling fell to English Valley's 37-36. So a tough break there as Van Arendonk makes the first free throw. His first point since the first quarter.
Yeah, he started out hot.
And Van Arendonk knocks down the second free throw as well. 15 seconds to play as Lincoln Norris to the basket, shot no good. And ahead, it's Isaiah Breams. And Carson Udemark will commit the foul. Not sure why, but that'll be the third on him. Breams will go to the line to shoot free throws here. Pretty meaningless free throws with Pella Christian leading by 11 with 6 seconds left. But Breams will knock down the first for good measure. Pella Christian 61, Knoxville 49. Breams will make both free throws. Lincoln Norris will kick to Udemark. Three-pointer for Udemark is left short. Caden Smith could not grab the rebound and control it. Pella Christian will inbound with 0.2 seconds to go. And Pella Christian sweeps the Knoxville Panthers in a Red Rock showdown between the Eagles and Panthers. The girls winning the early contest 55-46. The boys winning 62-49. And a lot of fun to be had here as we talk to Coach Bohr. I know that there's things he's going to want to clean up, but wins are wins. You take them how you get them. And we will be back with the Kevin Design of Pella Radio postgame show after this on 92.1 KRLS.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Chad Klein, at the Burduff Agency in Pella, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
At Knoxville Hospital and Clinics, we are proud to be your neighbors, your healthcare providers, and your community partner. Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Dvorak, and I'm excited to be joining the medical staff at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics. As part of the exceptional medical team caring for your health and wellness, my scope of care involves treatment of illnesses and injuries, health screenings and tests, physical exams, well child care, chronic care management, preventive care, and other healthcare needs. I look forward to meeting you and helping you feel your best. To schedule an appointment with me at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics, call 641-842-7211.
It's tax season, and H&R Block is here to make it a season worth celebrating. Whether you choose to file in person, virtually, or via drop-off, you'll get upfront, transparent pricing and expert help from tax pros that average a decade of experience. Plus, H&R Block's max refund guarantee means you'll ring in the season by getting every dollar you deserve. File your way with H&R Block, and tax season will feel just as good as all your favorite seasons. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Visit H&R Block, Pella, Oskaloosa.
Hi, this is Steve Akers, sales manager at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella. It's hard to believe that it's already 2024 and we're starting a new year. So many things look different now, but one thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to serving you here at Ulrich Ford Lincoln. Our inventory is growing again, and we've added a lifetime powertrain warranty to most of our new and used vehicles. At Ulrich Ford Lincoln, we'll continue taking care of your vehicle needs. From sales to service to body shop, we are here for you. Come by Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, where we are still taking care of you.
Welcome back to the Kevin Design of Pella Radio postgame show. At Kevin Design of Pella, they expand and enhance your ideas beyond beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blum, the cabinet guy, the cabinet design of Pella. Good win here for Pella Christian on what was a very weird week with some of the weather, and we already know that it's the end of the week for the Eagles, but again, a great night for Pella Christian to walk away with a pair of wins despite how pretty those wins may have been.
Yeah, you know, Pella Christian played a really solid first half and even most of the third quarter, but Knoxville didn't give up. They kept coming at him. Didn't make enough shots to to win the game, but they were able to make it interesting and narrow that margin up some and correct some things that they weren't doing very well in that first half. So you got to give them credit for that. Pella Christian was still, though, able to, withstand the momentum and come out with a victory.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily the prettiest win that the Eagles have ever had, but wins are wins. You take them how you can get them, and especially knowing what lies ahead, games like this can sometimes be your best friend too, because it kind of, especially after a big win against Pella where Pella Christian played really well in the second half, this one just kind of helps maybe bring things back into perspective that it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
No, that's right. You got to play hard, and I think this was definitely a case of where Pella Christian's deep bench was really able to pull them through this game.
Yeah, it really was, and we're tallying up tonight's final stats here, presented by the Verdeft Agency, and I know Wynn has probably got a little bit of a further start than I do.
I'm gaining. I've got a couple of rebounds total up here yet.
So we're working to get those through here, but as we look at our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game, I'll start with our key player of the game, and I'm going to go with Dane Giedings, 20 points tonight for the Eagles. He's become a scoring force for Pella Christian, and no different tonight as he finishes this contest with 20 in the game. And again, it's been a really, really good season for Dane. He continued that tonight with those 20 points, and would expect nothing less from Dane at this point. He's just become that reliable scoring option for Pella Christian.
Yeah, he started out really hot, played really well. Did a decent job on the rebounds, and made his share points. Missed some free throws, which is uncharacteristic of him, but he was able to do what he had to do to keep this team in it. Tyson was Tyson. Didn't have a huge number night as far as how many points he made, but he was right in there, and the whole team again contributed. We had several players that was able to get in the scorebook tonight, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, that's always a good thing when you can get a ton of guys in the scorebook there. Just double checking my numbers here. Wynn, I'll have you start with tonight's final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency while I wrap mine up.
We'll start with shooting. Knoxville only shot 28%, which was an improvement in the second half to get him to 28%. Pella Christian didn't shoot very well either. I'm sure coach is not going to be happy when he sees that they only shot 35% for the night, because they've got to get, with their height, they've got to get better percentage than that, especially in around that basket. Rebounding-wise, Pella Christian really controlled the boards 44-38, so not a huge advantage, but the big thing was there they was able to do what they had to. There was a little stretch where Knoxville got a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks, and they needed to correct that and clean that up, and once they got that done, that was a big plus for them. So good for them. Turnovers was pretty even. Knoxville with 15, Pella Christian with 12. So that's the stats that I was able to keep. It won't promise if they're right, because things went a little fast there a couple times.
Yep, so the numbers I've got here, so Tyson DeVries finishes with 13 points, Dane Giedings with 20, Josiah Voss with 2, Isaiah Breams with 8, Caleb Van Arendonk with 8, Deacon Branderhorst with 3, Caden Croyd with 4, 2 for Landon Franzman, 2 for Cooper Sprunk, and that is the scoring breakdown for Pella Christian. I'm going to double check my Knoxville scoring breakdown just to make sure that it adds up correctly to the proper amount of points that they scored in this contest.
Yeah, and the big thing,
I missed one.
While you're totaling that up, that Caleb led the rebounding with 12 rebounds for Pella Christian, 10 defensive and 2 offensive rebounds. Just barely missed the double-double, had 8 points. If he'd could have got another basket to go somewhere along the line and would have had that double-double.
Yeah, somewhere along the line I missed a free throw for somebody, it appears, and I'm not sure who it was, but we'll give you what I've got at the moment here for Knoxville. It was 7 points apiece for Landon Norris and Carson Udemark, 5 for Lincoln Norris, 9 for Caden Smith, 6 for Kobe Higginbotham, 3 for Gabe Clark, 1 for Jay Keller, 4 for Connor Willis, and 6 for Drake Larson. Those are tonight's final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Chad Lancer Larry examined your stats and customized an insurance plan for you. The Verduft Agency providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. We'll come back. We're going to talk to head coach of the Pella. Actually, he's running downstairs real quick.
Yeah, he'll come back up.
While he does that, we're going to do our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game real quick. I mentioned Dane Geenings for player of the game for our player of the game. I'm going to say it was the first half offensive burst for Pella Christian there. Again, the second half was kind of sloppy, but I think it was that 10-0 burst there in the first quarter for Pella Christian that kind of helped pull them away and gain some separation that they were able to use late in the game to hold on for the win.
That whole series was exactly what I would have called too. If I would have broken it down to one play, it was the layup, acrobatic layup that somehow fell in, and the free throw made by Tyson there to start that 10-0 run. And Pella Christian was down at that point, and from that point on, they never looked back. They took the lead and never gave it up.
Yeah, that's our Hormel Foods Radio key play and player of the game. Looking for a key to your new career, visit HormelJobsKnoxville.com. Back in 60 seconds with head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, J.D. Bohr, here on the Cab Design of Pella Radio postgame show on 92.1 KRLS.
This is Ryan Shields, and at Washington State Bank, we believe every new year is a fresh start, a new chapter waiting to be written. This year, as you embark on your personal, professional, and business journeys, we're here to create tailored solutions to help make those goals a reality. Here's to new beginnings, the courage to chase dreams, and to the stories we'll write together in 2024. Happy New Year from your friends at Washington State Bank.
Transform your space with Gilchrist Jewett Lumber Hardware and Design Center, your PPG paint destination. Unleash the beauty of your home with the exquisite Pittsburgh Paint Manor Hall line. Gilchrist Jewett brings you quality that lasts. Transform your surroundings with the perfect color and durability. PPG, available exclusively at Gilchrist Jewett. Visit Gilchrist Jewett Lumber Hardware and Design Center today. Your home, your style, our paint.
Welcome back here to the Cab Design of Pella Radio postgame show. With our continuing coverage of Iowa High School athletics, we're joined now by head coach of the Pella Christian boys basketball team, J.D. Bohr, powered by Hy-Vee, following a 62-49 win over the Knoxville Panthers. And Coach Bohr, starting off this game, you guys couldn't have asked for a much better start. Knoxville did take a little bit of a lead on you guys, but you guys responded with a 10-0 run, going down from being down 7-5 to up 15-5 in the blink of an eye. What was the thing that you felt like was the catalyst for that little spurt for your team?
Yeah, I thought we rebounded the ball really well in that stretch. It was, a couple defensive rebounds that got us out in transition. Our guards really pushed the ball really well, got some easy ones. And then just getting some offensive rebounds. Rebounding is so important for our team. We got the size, we got the physicality. We got to make sure that we are, it's paying off on both ends of the floor in terms of the boards. And for that stretch there, it just felt like everything that was on the glass, we were getting two hands on and finding a way to put the ball in the hoop. So I was proud of our start that way.
And beyond that, you guys kind of carried that momentum into the break there, taking a nice, comfortable lead in there. At halftime, especially coming off of the games you guys are coming off of, you think of the Pella game where you beat a big-time rival there. You come off of kind of a weird week with some of the weather stuff, and then you go into the break with a comfortable lead there. What was kind of the mentality you got from the guys? Because I know it kind of felt like in the second half there was just a little bit of a shift in the way that your guys played coming out of the break.
Yeah, it's I don't know what exactly it was. We've been really good coming out of the break at times, and it felt like tonight we were just weren't quite finishing plays. I just didn't like our rebounding in the second half, right? I mean, rebounding is really important for us. We kind of go as we rebound. And some of that is, give Knoxville some credit, really. I mean, I thought their big guys were pretty good in there and mixing it up and being physical with us. And we didn't respond to that very well all the time. But, you're going to go through some stretches in a game, in a season, and I thought we handled it pretty well and were able to finish the game off, and credit a few guys for just making some plays. Dane Geating certainly made some plays. I thought Isaiah Breams got it going around the hoop a couple times to just settle us down a little bit. So that's a lot, and it's a good sign from a group of seniors to be able to have maybe a bad stretch there, third into the fourth quarter, and respond to it. And I was proud of our guys for doing that well. Knoxville's a good team. We held them to 49 points tonight, and they can really score the ball. So a lot of good things from us on the defensive end, minus a couple tough stretches, but overall pretty good job.
Well, and I think the one thing that you talked about there that I think is kind of an interesting point is, the way that this group responded. I think that you look at a game like Pella where you're coming out feeling really good after a win like that and seeing some of those struggles and knowing that this is a long season. And one thing that we've talked about is, you weren't panicked early in the season because it's so early in the year. These games are not the ones that are going to totally define the season. You want to win every game, obviously, but these aren't the ones that define your season. How important is a game like this where it isn't always pretty and you have to be gritty to win a game like that? How important is that in this part in the season to get games like this?
Man, I think it's huge, especially against a team like Knoxville. Knoxville's really good. They can, and that team, they've been playing really well lately. I think they'll probably look at it and feel like, they didn't shoot it as well as they wanted to. Obviously, Landon Norris getting in foul trouble probably changed the game a little bit on their end. But as far as finding a way to beat a good Knoxville team on your home court, man, you'll take it any way you can get it. So I was just really proud of the way that we responded in those moments, settle ourselves down. You mentioned it. It's a long season, and sometimes you just got to go with the runs of the game, too. You can't overreact to things, and I probably did a little bit. I got to make sure that I keep my cool and just stay steady and trust these guys. They've earned that trust. And I got to make sure I give them that trust in those moments. But at the same point, there's got to be some accountability, and I thought overall they responded well, got those guys in there at the end to finish it out. And again, a game of runs, but I was proud of us for maintaining that lead and staying on top all the way through.
And I think the one thing that adds to that, as we're talking to Pella Christian head boys basketball coach J.D. Bohr, is this was kind of an odd week, too. How much do you feel like that kind of played a factor in it, but just with not getting practice time, not getting time with games, because this game was scheduled for Monday, that got canceled. Had a game scheduled for Tuesday, that got canceled. How big do you feel like that kind of affected the guys and taking them out of their routine with some of the unusual events of this week?
I think it probably led to a game that just didn't have quite the emotion and flow that you would expect. It just kind of felt like a little bit disjointed. I mean, it's certainly not something that you're going to look at from one side because both sides were dealing with that. I mean, everybody in the state's been dealing with that. So I don't think it necessarily created a competitive imbalance one way or the other, but I just felt overall probably both sides felt like at times it was just a little sluggish and slow. Some things that you got to just kind of settle into a little bit, and again, not quite the same emotion and energy that we felt the last time we were on the floor. So those things happen. There's certainly not excuses, though. I think every time we hit the floor is a big time game. We make it our own big time atmosphere and make sure that we're bringing that energy all the way through.
And one thing that you touched on was a certain player for Knoxville, Landon Norris. He comes in, he's the leading scorer. He's a really good player for this Knoxville team. You held him to 7 points. I haven't counted it up, but only 3 field goals made in the entire game tonight. I don't know how many he actually missed, but you guys did a really good job holding him down. Lincoln Norris is their number 2 scorer, and you limited him to just 5 points, all of those coming in the second quarter. On the defensive side of things, I know we kind of talked about some sluggishness maybe on the offensive end and on the rebounding side, but defensively, felt like the guys were really strong tonight. What can you say about the effort they gave you on that end of the floor?
We talked about that, just having an uncommon effort on the defensive end, and I thought for the most part we did a really nice job of that. Tried to speed Knoxville up a little bit with some pressure. And in the first quarter, that was really important for us. Got us going a little bit. I was excited about this game of just an opportunity to play a team that can really shoot the ball well. We obviously play a lot of zone, and sometimes you think, okay, can you guard the three-point line in the zone? And I thought for the most part we did a pretty nice job of that. There was some times where we gave some up that they just missed, right? And you just get lucky, and. and that'll happen in any defense you play. Knoxville's a team that really wants to shoot the ball, so, we wanted to I felt like we did a good job, though, of controlling their top players. You know, you mentioned the Norris twins. Those guys are really good. Those guys are a handful, and for the most part, we settled them down a little bit, made sure that it wasn't those guys that were getting those good looks, and it paid off for us. So I'm proud of the guys for just locking in there on the defensive end and finding ways to get stops.
And now, as we wrap up our conversation with Coach J.D. Bohr, the Pella Christian boys basketball team here, one final question that I know we've touched on it a little bit already, kind of a weird week. We already know that by the time that, beyond this, when everybody hears it on Saturday, Friday night's games against Indianola are postponed to a later date, making for a potentially interesting week next week. From some of the reports I've heard, potentially 4 games next week. That starts with Pekin on Monday. As you go into this stretch, the boys are going to get a nice long break, it sounds like, with some of the weather and things like that. But just what's the thing you're reminding the guys going into this break so that they're ready to go for, potentially 3 or 4 games next week?
Yeah, I think there's a great life lesson in there of just control the things that you can control, and make sure that those other things aren't getting in the way of what, your mindset. Every time you hit the floor, you got to have a mindset to be ready to go out there and compete. Right now, we just don't know exactly when that's going to be, as the storm rolls in here this evening. It's just, you just don't know what it's going to look like. Next week could be a super busy week. We're just going to have a lot of games. There's a blessing to be able to get this game in, and hopefully everybody's traveling home safe and, good on the roads all weekend long. And but you control what you can control. You take care of the opportunities that you get. You make sure your mind's in the right place and that your body's in the right place to go out there and compete well. I trust that we'll be able to do that and handle a little different schedule. It's no big deal. It is what it is.
That was Pella Christian head boys basketball coach J.D. Bohr, powered by Hy-Vee. We wrap up the Captain Design of Pella Radio postgame show now with In Closing presented by Lighton State Bank. Grow strong with us. For Pella Christian, it's a doubleheader sweep against Knoxville. At times may not have always been the prettiest games, but wins are wins, and you take them how you can get them. And that's the big takeaway tonight. That's In Closing presented by Lighton State Bank. Again, grow strong with us. You've been listening to the Cabinet Design of Pella Radio postgame show. At Cabinet Design of Pella, they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blum, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. Thanks again for tuning into this edition of Pella Christian High School Basketball on 92.1 KRLS. Again, the Pella Christian girls defeat Knoxville by a final score of 55-46, and the Pella Christian boys defeat Knoxville 62-49. Thanks again for tuning in on 92.1 KRLS. So long, everybody.
Thanks for tuning into this exclusive presentation of live South Central Iowa High School basketball.